Should Peyton Manning play primarily out of the pistol for the rest of the season? I think they should use the pistol. Well, here's what I really think. Really, all three. I still believe, and you sort of disagree with me because you think it's kind of a funny thing, but I don't mind seeing him line up under center and hand off the ball a few times. They totally abandoned that last night.
You're saying that that's all they should do when he lines up under center is run the ball?
No, I mean, they can do a play action, but I think that we should see it maybe 10 times a game, 15 times a game. So you're running 60, 65 plays. I want to get them out of the huddle. I don't like the huddle. I know they're doing it to shorten games. You don't want to shorten games. I want the games to be, and I'm going to. I think that Manning made a big tragic mistake last night. Remember getting to the end of the third quarter? Nobody's talked about this. Third quarter, they have gotten down within range to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
And there's 17 seconds on the clock, and there's a injury on the Lions side. And Peyton goes over and talks, comes back, and he goes over and walks to the referee. I know what he said to the referee. And you were talking about earlier, you don't know. I know exactly what he said to the referee. You're going to start the clock, wind the clock when we come out of the commercial, and you couldn't see this at home. Or are you waiting until we snap the ball? And the referee said to him, and so whatever he said to him, I know what he said to him was, I'm going to roll the clock here in a minute. So Peyton looked up at the clock and walked off the field. Well, the Broncos started down the other side to Lions, and the referee held him back, said, you can't go over the line of scrimmage till the quarter's over. On the first play of the fourth quarter, he throws what turns out to be a deflected interception. I think you got the Lions backed up. They're kind of gassed a little bit.
You wanted them to run a play.
I want them to run a couple of plays there. Go ahead and do it while you got them back there. Okay, there's a little bit of timeout, but you've been on a roll here. So you got to give him a chance at the beginning of the fourth quarter. That's one of the few times I thought Peyton Manning, that I've been around him, made a mental mistake. I mean, go ahead and do it. They went over and talked about it, and they came back and they threw the interception that I mean, if they'd scored right there, that game, I think, would have been over at that point.
So the answer is yes. And Peyton looks and sounds happier, and he's more effective. So yes, the pistol, yes. Okay. I don't mind under center once in a while, but I don't want 10 or 15 plays a game.
Well, that's not much.
Show it 3 or 4 or 5 times, but I don't want such a high percentage.
This at Les Shapiro, thoughts of Ryan Fitzpatrick after week 3? Is he more than a game manager?
That's a good question. You know, Fitzpatrick is a guy who's thrown for almost 20,000 yards in his career. He's thrown 129 touchdown passes to 106 interceptions. But he's been on 6 teams in 11 years. He is a journeyman quarterback. So consequently, that to me would make him no more than a game manager. Can he win a game once in a while by throwing for 300 yards? Yes, he has. But can he also lose a game by throwing for 3 interceptions? And by the way, he threw 3 interceptions yesterday. So, yeah, he's a game manager who every once in a while,
I totally disagree.
Who every once in a while pops up and has a really nice game.
No, Alex Smith's a game manager. I think Russell Wilson's somewhat of a game manager. I think
he's a little better than that.
Well, I'm not. You see, you say game manager, and a game manager is okay. Bart Starr was the original game manager. He managed a game. He threw about 15, 18. Bob Greasy was a game manager. They had an undefeated season.
But when those two guys had to be good, Bart Starr and Greasy, they were good. They're both Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
Ryan Fitzpatrick ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
Well, of course not. But he had his best season going last year till he got hurt.
Okay.
I mean, you look at his numbers from last year. He was playing extremely well. He's carrying over what he had going to Houston last year.
I'm looking at his whole 11 years, and
but you know, people grow up. You know, he's a smart guy.
Yeah. You know what his nickname is? The Amish Rifle.
Didn't know that.
The Amish. That's what it says in Football Reference.
Is he Amish?
I don't think so.
Well, he may be. Well,
I think it's just the beard that he's got
okay.
going.
All right. Hey, let me ask you a question then. What is this? Okay. Clop, clop, clop. Clop, clop, clop. Bang, bang, bang. Clop, clop, clop. Clop, clop, clop.
A horse with a wooden leg.
Anonymous shooting, drive-by shooting. So Ryan Fitzpatrick, obviously very smart, went to Harvard, so we know he's a smart guy. He had over 30 on the Wonderlic test. I think that he's more than a game manager, and I think, so I agree with you, and I think that he's playing well this year. And Buffalo, after that burp in the road, went down to Miami and blew them out. So I still like Buffalo. I think Buffalo's going to emerge as the only team that's
He's with the Jets.
I'm sorry, with the Jets. Yesterday.
Yeah.
So why did I say that? Buffalo.
Because he was with Buffalo.
Yeah. I think the best thing that happened to the Jets, and I don't wish this on anybody, is that Geno Smith got clocked in the jaw.
Wait, we got more mailbag? No?
Okay.
What do you want to do? Elway?
You said we had a lot of emails.
John Elway Chevrolet, Colorado's #1 Chevy dealer.
When you go to buy a car, what do you really want? You probably want a lot of cars to choose from. And you want the dealership's best price. Not some starting price or target price, the best price. And you want it immediately, not after hours of negotiating. And you want a salesperson who doesn't get paid more if you spend more. Because, well, you don't want to spend more. Well, you're in luck. John Elway wants all of those things too. Better yet, John Elway wants you to have all of those things too. Come see us or click on johnelwaychevrolet.com.